A story of overcoming life's greatest challenges. Some love stories are built on fairy tale romance, while others are crafted through trials and tribulations. This is the story of Emma and Jack, a couple whose unwavering loyalty to each other, deep emotional bond, and shared determination saw them through the darkest moments of their lives. Their journey wasn't without challenges, but their love and faith in each other led them to a place of healing and light. This is their story, a story that began long before their marriage and was tested in ways they never imagined. The beginning of love. It all began in the quiet corners of their college library. Emma, a bright, ambitious woman, and Jack, a kind-hearted man with a deep sense of humor, met by chance but quickly found in each other something rare. A bond that was forged not just in fleeting moments, but in deep, meaningful conversations about life, dreams, and the future. Their first connection was not a rush of excitement, but a slow and steady foundation of trust, understanding, and shared ambition. They were not just lovers, they were best friends, partners who would spend hours talking about their futures, about the things that moved them deeply. It was here, in the quiet of the library, where they first discovered the power of truly listening to one another. A first walk in the garden. Their love blossomed not just through words, but through shared moments of peaceful solitude. One warm afternoon, Emma and Jack walked hand in hand through a beautiful garden. The air was fragrant with the scent of blooming flowers, and the sunlight filtered through the trees, casting soft shadows on the ground. As they walked, Emma laughed at something Jack had said, and Jack, ever so gentle, looked at her with admiration in his eyes. It wasn't just a walk in the park. It was a moment where their connection deepened. They shared their hopes for the future, the kind of life they wanted to build, and most of all, the love they already felt for each other. The first kiss at the beach. A few months later, Emma and Jack took a trip to the beach. The sound of the waves crashing against the shore, the salty air, and the vastness of the ocean filled them with a sense of peace. As the sun set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, Jack took Emma's hand and led her to the water's edge. Under the golden sky, Jack turned to Emma, his eyes full of love. With the ocean breeze in her hair and the setting sun painting the world in vibrant hues, Emma felt her heart swell. As Jack leaned in for their first kiss, it felt like everything in the world had fallen into place. It was a kiss that spoke of trust, passion, and a shared future. The moment of truth. It was in the mountains that Emma and Jack's love reached a new level. They hiked together, climbing steep trails with nothing but the sounds of nature around them. At the peak, they stood overlooking the vast landscape below, mountains stretching for miles, the air crisp and fresh. As they stood there, the world spread out before them. They shared their fears and dreams. Jack confessed that he was afraid of the pressures that came with love. With being the partner Emma deserved. But Emma, ever the understanding soul, took his hand and told him that love wasn't about perfection. It was about being together through every challenge, every triumph. Emma's voice, soothing, confident. Jack, no matter where life takes us, we'll face it together. There's nothing we can't overcome as long as we're side by side. The proposal and marriage. A few months later, Jack took Emma to their special place, where they had hiked, overlooking the beautiful mountains. There, beneath the open sky, he proposed to her, asking her to spend forever with him. And of course, Emma said yes, with tears of joy in her eyes. Their love had deepened over time, and now, they were ready to start their next chapter. The unexpected challenge. On their wedding night, everything was set for a perfect start to their new life. But when the moment arrived, Jack couldn't perform. The pressure, the anxiety, and the desire to be perfect overwhelmed him. He felt as though he had failed Emma in the most intimate way possible. Jack was devastated. He couldn't understand why this was happening. But Emma, ever the understanding partner, did not react with frustration. Instead, she sat with him, reassured him, and reminded him that this was just a bump in the road. They would face it together. Over the next few weeks, Jack struggled with his insecurities. Emma, however, stood by him. She didn't blame him. Instead, she made him feel loved and supported. She patiently helped him open up, share his anxieties, and seek professional help. Emma's loyalty never wavered. She understood that this wasn't about physical performance. It was about love, patience, and emotional connection. Together, they learned to communicate openly, slowly rebuilding trust and intimacy. A new beginning, the miracle. Emma's loyalty never wavered. She understood that this wasn't about physical performance. It was about love, patience, and emotional connection. Together, they learned to communicate openly, slowly, rebuilding trust and intimacy. 1 month later, Emma shared life-changing news with Jack. She was pregnant. Their dream of starting a family was now a reality. The struggles they had faced brought them closer, and now they were ready to embark on the most exciting chapter of their lives, parenthood. As they looked toward the future, they knew their love had already triumphed over adversity. The journey had been hard, but it had made them stronger, closer, and ready for the next step in their life together. Inspirational message. The story of Emma and Jack is a reminder that love is not always easy. But true love, the kind that lasts, is built on loyalty, trust, and mutual support. Life will test us, but when we face challenges together, with patience and understanding, we can overcome anything. Let Emma and Jack's story inspire you to embrace love in all its forms, to support one another, to grow together, and to face life's challenges side by side. Because in the end, love is not about perfection. It's about showing up for each other, no matter what. If you found this video helpful and interesting, don't forget to subscribe with love. By subscribing, you'll get the latest updates on health news and tips delivered right to you. Stay connected and empowered to live your healthiest life. Subscribe now and join our journey together.